0.429. Wow.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen one that high. On the record in state of Michigan versus Matthew Thomas Gray, 2502113 FD.
Ross Marchmina for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. John Toyman representing Matthew Gray.
And you, sir, you are Matthew Gray?
Matthew Gray.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Today is the date scheduled for a plea hearing. It's my understanding Mr. Gray would like to be considered for specialty court. Before we can proceed to take that felony plea, we have to address the issue of the preliminary exam. Mr. Marchmina.
Yes, the people are willing to unconditionally waive the preliminary exam, and it's my understanding the defense is going to do so as well.
That is correct, Your Honor. We do waive the exam.
Mr. Gray, you have the right to have a preliminary exam in this case. That's a hearing where the government must bring some evidence to demonstrate probable cause to believe the felonies occurred and probable cause to believe that you're the person who committed these felonies. The attorneys are telling me you want to waive your right to have that preliminary exam unconditionally. Is that your understanding of what you're doing?
That is correct, Your Honor.
If you waive your right to have the hearing, I send the case on to circuit court for a plea, a trial, or something else, or in this case, retain jurisdiction as a circuit court judge for specialty court participation. But all of that would potentially occur without any evidence or testimony being taken here in the district court. You understand?
Yes.
Your decision on this is final. So even if you decided not to do specialty court, or we decided you weren't a good fit, you would still have forever waived your preliminary exam. You understand that as well?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did anyone make any promises or threats to you to get you to waive your preliminary exam?
No.
Is that what you want to do? You want to waive your preliminary exam today?
Yes, please.
Okay. The preliminary exam has been knowingly and voluntarily waived. The case is bound over to circuit court on the charges in the complaint. No, and the paperwork's all out of order because it's a transfer file. What his current bond is. Here it is. 50,000 cash surety. I'm told the defendant would like the court to accept a circuit court plea from him today. That means the plea will be entered and accepted in this court. The case will be assigned to a circuit judge for sentencing, but if you're in specialty court, I sit as the circuit judge on this file. Do you consent, Mr. Marchmina?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Toivonen?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gray?
Yes.
The court has already bound this matter over to circuit court, but the formal information will not be filed until later. The plea today will be on a reading of the complaint or the complaint as amended. You waive the right to have the information provided to you today as long as it substantially complies with the reading of the charges here today. Mr. Toivonen?
Yes.
Mr. Gray?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Marchmina, what counts will the defendant be pleading to today?
Count one, Your Honor.
And Mr. Toivonen, you'll waive the reading of the other count that he's not pleading to count to.
Yes, correct, Your Honor.
Mr. Marchmina, will you read the charge to the defendant?
In the name of the people of the state of Michigan, the prosecuting attorney for this county appears before the court and informs the court on the date and at the location described below. The defendant, count one, operating while intoxicated, third offense notice. On or about June 8, 2025 at North Eifert Road and West Holt Road, Holt, Michigan, 48842. Did operate upon Tartan Lane at or near Laurelwood Drive, a place open to the general public or generally accessible to motor vehicles, while under the influence of alcoholic liquor and or while having an alcohol content of 0.08 grams or more per 210 liters of breath, contrary to MCL 257.625 parens 1, Pat Code 257.6251-A. Third offense notice. Take notice that the defendant was previously convicted of operating while intoxicated on or about January 20th, 2011 in the 85th District Court and of operating while intoxicated on or about July 5th, 2016 in the 55th District Court. Therefore, upon conviction, the defendant will be subject to an enhanced sentence under MCL 257.625 parens 9 or MCL 257.625 parens 11 and vehicle forfeiture under MCL 257.625 and Pat Code 257.6256D. Felony $500 to $5,000 and either 1 to 5 years or probation with 30 days to 1 year in jail, at least 48 hours to be served consecutively, and 60 to 180 days community service for rehabilitative programs, see MCL 257.625B(5). Cost of prosecution, reimburse government for emergency response and expenses for prosecuting defendants, see MCL 769.1F. Mandatory vehicle immobilization of not less than 1 year or more than 3 years, see MCL 257.904D.
All right, Mr. Gray, will you raise your right hand? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to provide will be the truth under penalty of perjury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Handren? This charge is commonly called operating while intoxicated third offense. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
Guilty.
Do you understand that this charge carries a maximum possible penalty of up to 5 years in prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you understand that it requires either 1 to 5 years or probation with 30 days to 1 year in jail?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that unless you're in a specialty court program, you have to serve at least the 30 days with at least 48 hours to be served consecutively. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And that the court can order community service, rehabilitative programs, and reimbursement to the government for your arrest and prosecution.
Yes, Your Honor.
And that vehicle mobilization will be mandatory if you have had a prior offense and this vehicle was yours or someone who knew that you were operating while intoxicated. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation, parole, or bond in any court?
No, Your Honor.
You're on probation, parole, or bond. Probation, parole, or bond could be revoked as a result of your plea. You should also understand that if you're on parole, your sentence for this offense is required to be consecutive to your parole sentence. And if you are on bond, your sentence for this offense may be consecutive to the sentence for the offense for which you're on bond. If you've ever been convicted of a felony in the past, you could be subjected to penalties as a habitual offender. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
There are rights that you'll be giving up by pleading guilty. Did you have an opportunity to review and advise rights today?
I did, yes, Your Honor.
And did you sign this document?
Yes.
I'll go over it orally. Do you understand that you have the right to a trial by jury
Yes.
and the right to have a trial by a judge,
Yes.
the right to be presumed innocent,
Yes, Your Honor.
the right to have the prosecutor prove your guilt beyond a reasonable doubt,
Yes, Your Honor.
the right to have witnesses against you appear at trial, and the right to question the witnesses against you,
Yes, Your Honor.
the right to have the court order your own witnesses to appear for trial,
Yes, Your Honor.
the right to remain silent and not to have your silence used against you in any way,
Yes, Your Honor.
and the right to testify at trial if you wanted to.
Yes.
Do you understand that you give up each of these rights if you plead guilty today?
Yes, Your Honor.
You'll also give up any claim the plea was a result of promises or threats that were not disclosed today. You give up any claim that it was not your own choice to enter the guilty plea. Do you understand that any appeal of your conviction and sentence would not be automatic, like by right, but instead you'd have to file an application for leave to appeal?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand it would be giving up the right to appeal issues that would otherwise be appealable if you were convicted at trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Marchmino, will you state any agreements that are a part of this plea?
Yes, Your Honor. We have agreed that count 2 will be dismissed and that upon successful completion of 1 year of the specialty court program, the OWI third count 1 will be reduced to OWI second.
Is that a full and accurate statement of the plea agreement, Mr. Swivenin?
It is, Your Honor.
And is that how you understand the plea, Mr. Gray?
Yes, Your Honor.
So today, you're pleading to count 1, count 2 is being dismissed right away. But you'll be placed potentially, if you're in specialty court, on a delayed sentence for a year. And if after a year of specialty court participation, you're doing well, you'll receive a further benefit of reducing that count 1 from a felony to a misdemeanor.
Great, Your Honor. Thank you.
But understand, of course, if you left the program during that first year before you got the charge reduction, you could be sentenced for the felony offense.
Okay.
If you were to leave the program during the second year of the program after you got the charge reduction, you'd be sentenced for the misdemeanor offense. But the goal, of course, if you're coming to special court, is to successfully graduate the program.
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Are there any promises beyond this plea agreement?
No, Your Honor.
Has anyone threatened you to get you to plead?
No, Your Honor.
Is it your own choice to plead guilty?
It is, Your Honor.
Are you pleading because you are guilty?
Yes, I am.
Okay, we have to talk about the factual basis for that. All right. Mr. Gray, On June 8, 2025, were you on North Eifert Road and West Holt Road?
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
that location is apparently in Delhi Township.
It is, Your Honor.
Were you operating a motor vehicle at that location?
Yes, Your Honor.
Before or during the operating the motor vehicle, were you consuming alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
What kind of alcohol?
Hard vodka.
Vodka? And did there come a point where you had police contact?
Yes, Your Honor.
Was that because of an accident or some kind of
No, it was just pulled over.
traffic stop? All right. And so once the police officer approached you, he must have, or he or she must have suspected you've been drinking?
Yes, Your Honor.
And as a result of that, you must have had a test of your bodily alcohol content.
Yes, Your Honor.
And was that by breath or blood?
A blood.
Blood? And what was the result of your blood test?
I don't recall.
Well, I think Mr. Toivonen would have went over the results with you in order to decide if you're going to enter a plea today.
I
I believe it was 1.7,
4.429, okay, it was 0.429.
429.
That was breath or blood?
Blood.
Blood, 0.429. Wow.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen one that high. Is it true that you were previously convicted of operating while intoxicated in January of 2011 in the 85th District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
And also in July of 2016 in the 55th District Court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Additional questions on the factual basis?
None for the people.
None for the defense, thank you.
The court will affirmatively state it has not agreed upon sentence with anyone involved in the case. Are counsel aware of promises, threats, or inducements for the plea other than those disclosed on the record?
No, Your Honor.
Does counsel believe the court has complied with MCR 6.302 and the local administrative order allowing a felony plea in district court?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, Your Honor.
The court will find the plea to be accurate, voluntary, and understandingly made. The plea is accepted. The case is assigned to Judge Aquilina under case number 25004224FH. However, I will retain the case for consideration of specialty court. We're gonna have a new plea sheet in just a minute, which will be good because this one's weird. Judge McCormick's working on a new felony plea sheet, one that's a little easier, I think, to follow. I was looking at that and wondering if we should preemptively just use them. I won't make you do that today. Couple more things we have to do before we can wrap up here. Signing the DNA order here, you have to have your DNA sample taken by the time of sentencing. You have to do it at the police department that arrested you. So in your case, that'll be the Ingham County Sheriff's.
Okay.
You'll take a copy of this order with you and they'll do a DNA swab for you. I'm
Is
not
that-
giving it to you right now.
Would that be in Mason, Your Honor?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, I have to place you on specialty court bond conditions. In addition to the bond that you already must follow, you must also follow these conditions. You shall immediately report to 54A District Court Probation Department to complete all required pre-sentence paperwork, schedule a pre-sentence interview appointment, schedule a substance abuse assessment, set up any additional substance abuse testing requirements that were not previously ordered. You shall complete the scheduled pre-sentence interview and substance abuse assessment on the date, time, at the location scheduled by the probation department. You shall not use, possess, consume, nor be in the presence of alcoholic beverages, marijuana, and/or controlled substances, nor be present in any place where the consumption of substances is the primary business, including bars, dispensaries, bowling alleys, and the bar portion of a restaurant. If you are employed where alcohol is served, you may only be on the premises when you're actually working. Shall provide a copy of any current prescriptions to the specialty court probation officer and any new prescriptions within 48 hours of receipt. Shall submit to daily PBTs before 9 a.m. and pay the associated fees unless you have an alcohol topic. shall submit to random urine screens at least once per week and pay the associated fees. You shall submit to any additional testing for alcohol and or other drugs at the request of probation, the judge, police, or any other agency referred to by the court. You shall attend 12-step meetings 3 times per week and provide verification of meeting attendance to probation. Failure to comply with any conditions of bond may result in the finding of contempt of court and forfeiture of bond. Bond violations may alter one's acceptance into the specialty court program. All right. Now, I must find that Mr. Gray is dependent upon or abusing drugs or alcohol and is an appropriate candidate for participation in the specialty court program. That Mr. Gray understands the consequences of entering the specialty court program and agrees to comply with all court orders and requirements of the court's program and treatment providers. Mr. Gray is not an unwarranted or substantial risk to the safety of the public and or any individual based upon screening, assessment, or other information presented to the court. Mr. Gray is not a violent offender. Mr. Gray has completed the pre-admission screening and evaluation, has agreed to cooperate with any future evaluation assessments as directed by the specialty court. He meets the requirements of MCL 771.1 for a delayed sentence. The terms, conditions, and duration of the agreement between the parties have been set forth in the specialty court contract, specialty court agreement to participate in the waiver of rights and acknowledgement of conditions signed by the participant as set forth on the record. I think we've got everything. Okay. Now, I have a sentence referral here. Sentencing will be September 4 at 8:30. That will be in person. The way it works is that will be a review day. So you'll watch a specialty court review session. And then after the review session is concluded, we will proceed with your sentence. So that means you have to be here at 8:30 and watch the review. It means Mr. Toivonen, you probably don't need to be here until 9:15 to 9:30 because initially it's going to be the specialty court review before we actually proceed with sentence, okay? All right, my court officer is going to take you down to probation to get your pre-sentence interview and assessment set up and get anything else you need to comply with your bond conditions. Do you have any questions for me right now?
I do not. I thank you very much, Your Honor.
I feel like I lost a piece of paper. All right, move it in. Here you go. Sorry. Put you downstairs.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a nice day.
Hey, thanks for watching. Please do let us know in the comments what you thought of this video. If you'd like to support what we do here, the best way to do it is to pick up some of our merch. You can find it at courtroomfiles.com.